Alright, we back in New York for me. We're in the lab. Car is all clean, made it back in one piece. We picked up the catch can from KLM. We are about to install the KLM catch can. I'm gonna show you guys a better look at the catch can, but it's pretty neat. And I'm gonna just show you how we're gonna route the catch can. Alright, so we got the KLM catch can right there with the baffle. We got these right here. We got these connectors. This is for the engine cap that we'll be rerouting the lines to. Bracket, pretty neat. Shout out to KLM. Boosted 6R80. The Mustang will be racing this Corvette. This is my boy Corvette, you can see, 1Stock. So Corvette versus Pro Charge Mustang or Supercharge, whichever it is.
Shit just means death.
1,500 people, let's go. Let's go. Wow, moving. They got 500 fit. You know what I'm saying?
Have a good night, sir.
We lock. Come on. Oh!
What? Yeah, surprised, nigga. You got surprised?
Vet for the win, man, you know.
You was talking hella shit on the line, nigga. Right now, nigga. Where you at? Where Gibson?
Vet for the win.
Yo, where you at? On the line,
They mad as shit.
Nah, they was hype at the line. Nigga was mad hype.
All right, the mission continues. We still on. Well, we still prepping to get the motor built. We currently at Head Games. If most of you guys know GSC Power Divisions, they reached out to us. They make like all the they do all the cams, valve train products for all the fast Evos, Civics, V8s, V6s, inline 6s. Well, they reached out to us. They wanted somebody to test their cams out. So I'm here at Head Games. We will be running the GSC cams, their valve springs, basically their whole valve train system. So shout out to GSC Power Divisions. I'm gonna leave their at, you can see, but most of the OGs will know GSC. They've been in the game long enough. They have proven results. So hopefully we could get some good results out of their product. Well, we about to go pick them up from Head Games. They work alongside with Head Games. Head Games do all the head work, the porting, the installation of the cams or whatever. Feel me? So we about to go check out Head Games, pick the package up, and then we're gonna head out back to MMP. My bad. I'm such an OG. I still say MMP and Powerhouse. So we could get this motor build started, and so we could drop the built motor in. Yeah, and I will be going with the 3.0 build. No, I will not be doing a stroker, and it will be built by M Powerhouse with pistons, rods, head studs, head gasket, O-ringed, and then the built head with cams and all the works, man. So stay tuned. Yo, this version of the build will be crazy. I'm not gonna talk too much because I don't want to count my egg before it hatches. So I just hope everything goes smooth and we just see some increases with the build motor. Right, we made it to Head Games. We at Head Games.
Freaking drive that thing. It's a race car.
Is it?
Driving the 8-second car.
This is my daily.
Dude, this is craziness.
What's good?
All right. You ready to see?
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be like opening up a Christmas present because it's so beautiful.
We at Head Games.
So welcome to Head Games. I'm Dave Localio, and I feel kind of guilty about opening this up for you.
It's all good.
If you want me to hold the camera, I can do that. But we got some GSC valves for you, stock size. We only do stock size because, well, an oversized valve actually doesn't fit on the valve seat correctly. The outside diameter of the valve pretty much sits on the outside diameter of the valve seat. So, and your valve seat's like a heat sink. So if you go bigger, it's not going to be better. Yes, it might flow more, but you're going to have a lot of other things. And where it flows better at is above 9mm, which you only have 10.2 or 10.8.
So it doesn't really make sense.
It doesn't make sense. So we got two stock size valves, and they're beehive spring kit. So this is the same spring kit.
I was watching your YouTube video and I see you was talking about the valves.
The valves?
Yeah, like the thickness of it.
Of the valve seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like people are putting oversized valves in them, but they're just, I think a lot of people are just throwing parts in and they're not actually measuring stuff. They're not looking at anything. They're, you know, a selling point is a +1, but are they putting it on the flow bench? Probably not.
I doubt it.
So I actually put it on a flow bench. I know what it flows. I know where it flows better at. I did a lot of R&D on this thing. So, and so did GSC. So GSC didn't just like take a stock cam. We worked very closely together. I came to him because we started from the S55s. We went into the B58s, and there really just wasn't a valve spring available for the power that you guys are making. I get that people like yourself are making the car look spectacular on stock parts.
Facts.
But is just because it didn't come apart doesn't mean that's right. Like you're beating parts up.
That's true.
And you're gonna have a situation where you can pick up power from having the right valve spring, a good valve in there, and all the good parts in there just to make it survive. Because I mean, Although you are screwing us up by driving it here today. It's kind of crazy, but so this Beehive spring kit, I put a video out. I tested every valve spring on the market.
I'm gonna put the link for that video in the description for you guys that want to see the more in-depth details.
Yes, I took literally every one of them, and don't get me wrong, I did not name names because I'm friends with these guys. I can't just go out there. I can't say which one's the best, but I might be holding it. So it has the most open pressure, it has the most seat pressure, and it has the best rate. This means that you can run as much boost as we can. I think we are gonna hit a wall probably around 70 pounds of boost.
I don't even think I'll run 70, so it should be good.
You might get there. You might get there, and then we're gonna have to solve this problem again. But you won't have any issues with it. It's been working in a couple of different cars. We didn't just put it out there. We've tested it. So
that's good.
But it is the best spring that's available.
I like to go with what's proven.
Yeah, I mean, we don't. GSC and I, we don't just throw stuff out and, you know, hopefully it's good. We actually test, and that way, when you say that, like, I don't like to say we're the best, but we know what we have to offer because we've tested so much. We tested everybody else's products. So,
that's made in USA. Ha.
You ready for the crown jewel here? Hold on. Let me show you some parts. So this is a spring kit. So the spring kit is titanium retainers. Now, here's another thing is that a lot of guys are doing this spring, or I'm not saying this spring, but they're doing the valve spring, and they're doing almost all the manufacturers except for two. They install them just like a factory. On the factory spring, there's two different springs and they install at different heights. So the intake spring is actually 40 thousandths higher than the exhaust spring. And so all of the companies that I've seen, except for two, install them just like OEM, but they use one spring. OEM uses two springs. So there's two companies that just fit that into their retainer, made them both the same height, and that way it's correct. But all the other stuff you're buying is either close to stock, worse than stock, or they're set up as two different spring heights. What that means is when the spring height is too tall, it's gonna act like a slinky. It's gonna move around, it's not gonna act right. So you're gonna see valve float, you're gonna see some issues. It won't come apart though. Yeah. So here's your spring kit. Here's your valves.
Those valves look huge.
OEM, have like a little coating on them. Triple groove. Now I flow tested the valves too, and these valves aren't just like, you know, some people are like, oh, I can get away with a stock valve. Yeah, you can get away with a stock valve, but believe it or not, their valve, well, the exhaust valve, is worth almost as much as porting the head. It's that much CFM.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I flow tested them against, now, so part of that was Greg's a thinker. All the people over there at GSC are thinkers, and we figured out the radius here, the tulip, is what makes it flow really, really well.
Okay, that's smart.
So we didn't just make something, you make something better.
That's fire.
Now here is, I don't think anybody's ever seen these cams yet.
First.
This is the first.
Like to be the first in everything.
It's like a virgin. Who doesn't love a virgin? Then you're gonna get stuck with them.
Fire.
And here you go.
Big boy cams.
This is the exhaust cam.
And these are the stage 2 cams?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
These are, I'm going to show you about cam cards in a second. Here's something different that nobody else has done. This is the intake cam. You can see that for the ABCS, it's actually in the cam now.
Okay.
So most people have to take it off the stock cam, and it has like a little C-clamp. I might have a head around here I can show you the difference, but this thing is integrated into the camshaft, and by doing that, we're making it idiot-proof.
Nice.
So as I said, it's not just making parts, it's making stuff better. Now these are billet, so you can do pretty much anything. We're not tied down to a casting.
That's smart and fire.
Yeah. Thing that I think is something to pay attention to is a lot of people are going to judge camshafts, and they immediately need to look at the cam card. And now on the cam card, you'll notice there's an advertised duration, and then there is a, I'm so sorry, I'm looking at it upside down. Oh, here you go. So at 40, so 40 thousandths is 1 millimeter. There's only one company that does it at 1/2 inch, so you also have to pay attention to that, but all these numbers would change if you're at 1/2 inch, so you can't compare the two. Also, this situation is that if you just look at advertised, you don't know where they actually measured that out, or actually any of this stuff, because the rocker arm ratio is a big thing I think that most people have not figured out. Like, because all of the cam cards I've seen are all over the place, and GSC actually went out of their way. They bought I think it was like $70,000 or $100,000 scanner and a CMM scanner, and they scanned the whole thing, so they made sure that they got the geometry right. But as a rocker, you have pivot points, so like we don't know where people are measuring this stuff, or if they're just getting the information online, just making a camshaft. I can't speak for other people, but I just know that these are the most engineered part of, at least I think it would be the most engineered part that's out there for the B and the S58.
That's smooth. It's fire. So here we have it right here. M240 will be getting a build head, upgraded valve train with cams. So I will be returning back to you guys with a video of before and after dyno at the same boost, just with the cams and the build head. So we shall see the gains, so just stay tuned for that. But yeah, man, shout out to GSC and Head Games for making this possible. Make sure you guys look out for them on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. They do the best work when it comes to the modern day and even the old school head work.
Thanks, guys.
No way, on the way back from picking up the cams, I ran out of fucking gas. I got 1 can of race gas for my race tonight. I'm gonna have to end up using this shit. I just had to go get a funnel from AutoZone. I'm about to throw my race gas in there just so I could make it back home. So I'm about to waste my race gas just to make it home, bro. I can't believe I ran out of gas. This shit is crazy. I was just trying to drain the 93 and ended up running out of gas. Yes, sir. I wonder if we could take any weight out of this. I don't know. We're going to see if we could pull some weight off the car some way, somehow. I also need a transmission oil cooler. So if anybody's watching this video and have a transmission oil cooler, hit me up. If you DM me on IG and you don't get me, just email me at 1stockgang.com. I need an oil cooler I need a trans cooler. I need older coolers, man. We about to do V2, and we trying to make some powers, man. Good, everybody. I'm back for me. We currently at Head Games right now. I got the cams, all the valve train parts, and I got my head in the trunk. We about to drop off the head and everything right now for them to do the job. We will only be doing like just the valve train. We won't be porting. My bad, I'm reversing while making this video, so I gotta like double focus. This shit's crazy. Okay, yeah. But yeah, we gonna put the valve train in. They gonna do the valve train. We will be porting it maybe another time, but not for right now because they're currently backed up with Texas 2K stuff. So to get it port will mean the car will be down longer, and I don't have that patience. So we're just gonna do the cams, valves, springs, and all that extra stuff. Feel me? So stay tuned. I'm gonna try to give y'all guys like a little montage, not even montage, a time lapse of them doing the build, hopefully. But yeah, stay tuned. The build is on the way. The motor is already at MMP getting work done. So once that's that, we'll be back on the street, and then we'll have some dyno. Some good eats, fruits, grilled cheese, French toast, bacon. I'm waiting on my eggs. Some banana milkshake.
All right, Dave from Head Games here. Dre brought his head over, and I know that a lot of you guys are just installing parts. You're not actually measuring anything. You're just getting it, and you're thinking, oh, I can just lap a valve in. It's especially very consistent with shops. The cars are making big power, and then they need valve train, so they just take the head apart, and they put it back together, and they're not knowing what to look for, and that's what I want to show you. So we're talking, this thing has been making some jam for a while, but what I want you to pay attention to here is the 45-degree angle on the valve. So on the valve, you'll see that there is a ledge. So this is the back side of the valve, and this is the side that the valve seals on. Now it will continue to seal because it's beating in, but the problem is that it doesn't have enough spring pressure, so it's going to beat into the valve. The 45-degree angle from the valve seat is going to beat into the valve, and now you have like a ledge. And what happens is now it's going to lose spring pressure because basically it's going to go up into the cylinder head like this, and it's going to lose spring pressure, and it can valve floats even easier. And you also see they don't wear evenly. Like this one's kind of round. This one's not so bad. This one's real bad. And here's the valve seat. This is what I'm talking about. You can see here, see how they're all shiny and they're all beat in, and that's from the valve float. They're also different widths. And they're different widths because it's not going to wear the same because it's beating. And on this one, you can see right here how all of the marks kind of go out. It gets dark all the way around over here.
All right, so we got the head back. You know, big man right here about to cook up.
Yeah, you know it, game time.
You know the vibes.
Feel me?
Sevens?
Yeah, sevens is the goal.
We're going 7-5.
Nah, we gotta do a side-by-side sevens, you heard?
Listen, whenever we go testing tune, it's side by side when we go test it too. We gonna get a shout out to 5150 right
I'm
there.
locking with both of y'all and scrape y'all both. It's all right.
Like,
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, you gonna need a lot more,
my
man.
son got high hopes.
But we back outside. Sharp block already done and ready. We just gotta put the head on, and then we back outside, man. Let me know what y'all think we're gonna make with just the built motor difference, same turbo.
15.
Oh, 15 out of 72, nigga. That turbo going out the exhaust. Nigga said 1500.
Whatever we gotta do, man. Anything.
Clean.
You probably gonna be going through the fucking back house and
Yeah, that shit is super clean. Yes, sir. Everything is installed. We're gonna drop the cams in, and then we
GSC cams.
the GSC cams, and then we partying.